Hello and welcome to another Inkscape tutorial. In this tutorial we're going to show you really quickly how to basically make a vector file or a cut shape out of a shape that is not readily available in Inkscape. So Inkscape does have rectangles, squares, circles, these stars and polygons, but maybe you want a different shape to create into your vector file or cut shape. So first things first, go ahead and find a shape that you'd like on Google Images. Um, you want to find something that's kind of a clip art style, that's hopefully a solid color, really simple is what we're going to start with today. So find something that's really simple and easy, and just a clip art or a graphic, and then save it as a JPEG or a PNG. And then go to File, we're going to click Import. I'm going to have this moon, and all these settings you can leave the same. Click OK. There's your image. I'm going to go ahead and resize it and just move it in the center here. All right, so we have our object highlighted or selected using our selection tool. Then we're going to go up to Path and click Trace Bitmap. Now, since I've got a really simple one color shape here, these are the settings for a one color shape. I want to go down, usually this starts at 8. But we want the number of scans to be 2, we want colors to be clicked, and we also want remove background to be clicked as well, just to make sure there's no background on that if that's coming from a JPEG or a PNG file that you got online. And we can click update. Usually this will give updates in here of what you're going to actually see afterwards. That can be helpful with more complicated images. But we're just going to click OK and exit this Trace Bitmap menu. These are stacked on top of each other, these different layers. So this is my new layer, and this is the old one. So the old one we're going to move out of the way. We're not working with that anymore. We're just going to be working with this new layer. So I've got my new layer highlighted. Now we're going to go to Object, Fill and Stroke. The Fill and Stroke menu will pop up there. We're going to get rid of the fill, so click No Paint. The object did not get deleted, it was just the fill. Stroke paint, or the outline, we want a flat color. And then we just want to make sure that this isn't at too high of a number. If it's below 0.1, that's great. That's what we're looking for. Really, you just want to make sure that this line isn't too thick so it's not going to read later as an inside cut and an outside cut. So just make sure it's pretty thin. If you go too thin, however, like that, then a lot of systems like the Glowforge, for example, will have a hard time reading that. So we want it to be thick, but not too thick, so we're going to have medium. I usually try for something around 0.7 or 0.8. Okay, great. So the last thing we're going to do would be, let's delete this guy. We don't need him anymore. We're going to make sure our new, nice, clean outline shape here is highlighted. And then we're just going to go back to this Object to Path button. We're going to click that. One really quick note though, if you do want to add any internal cuts, now would be the time to do it before you click this Object to Path button. So if I want to put a circle here so that I can make it into a keychain or a necklace or some kind of hanging thing later, if I want to put any other interesting cut marks on the inside of this object, now's the time to do it. But I'm really happy with just that one object for now. So I'm going to click Object to Path. Nothing will really happen visually there, but it's now Object to Path, which is going to tell any computer later that that's a cut file. Click File, Save As, and we just want to make sure it's saving as an SVG. And click Save, and that's it. Now you've got your cut file there. This has been just a quick tutorial on how to create a simple image into a cut file or a vector file that's not readily available in Inkscape. Thank you for tuning in.